Welcome everyone to the Summer Solstice Moot, the second of our 4 quarterly virtual courts. Thanks for attending. The High Court of the Royal Forest of Atlantia will now hear all matters that have come before it. First, all officers who are in attendance, please affirm when I speak your name. Preceptor Elliott.
Present, Warden.
Chronicler Isabel.
I'm here.
Steward Asta. Sheriff Conrad.
I'm here.
Excellent. Today we have 5 folks who have passed their probationary period and are ready to swear their oaths to the Guild. 4 of them have joined us here today. Their names are Rolf Torvaldson, Lorelei Greenleaf, Dorothea Delmedu, and William Johnson. William, is that the name you'd like to go by?
Yeah, for now it's okay.
All right.
I'm working on something, but haven't quite reached that point yet.
Yep. All right then. Rolf, we'll get started with you. What barony do you hail from?
There we go. I am from Hidden Mountain.
Excellent. Are you ready to swear your oath?
I am.
All right. Do you have it before you to read to us?
I do.
Please do so.
I, Rolf Thorvaldson, standing before my mentors and peers, commit myself to venerate the traditions and reputation and integrity of the Kingdom of Atlantia, Royal Foresters Guild. I hereby swear to respect the laws of the forest and regard the laws of Atlantia as long as they are just. I swear to protect the green space. I do practice ethical camping and to take no more than what is needed from the forest or field. To support and teach others to do the same, I will. To the best of my ability, hone my forester crafts and skills and help my fellow foresters when I see them in need. I accept this forester's oath freely and upon my honor.
Welcome to the Guild, Novice Rolf. Excellent. Our next one is Lorelei Greenleaf. Lorelei, where do you hail from?
Sacred Stone.
Are you ready to give your oath?
I am. Thank you.
All right, please do so.
I, Lorelei Greenleaf, standing before my mentors and peers, commit myself to venerate the traditions, reputations, and integrity of the Kingdom of Atlantia, Royal Foresters Guild. I hereby swear to respect the laws of the forest and regard the laws of Atlantia as long as they are just. I swear to protect the green space, to practice ethical camping, to take no more than what is needed from the forest or field, to support and teach others to do the same. I will, to the best of my ability, hone my forester crafts and skills and help my fellow foresters when I see them in need. I accept this forester's oath freely and upon my honor.
Excellent. Welcome to the Guild, Novice Lorelei.
Thank you. I've got my hood.
Awesome. It's a little warm today for hoods, but I see Morgan's got his on. All right, next one. Dorothea Delmedu. Did I pronounce that correctly?
Hello, yep, Dorothea Delmedu.
Okay. Where do you hail from?
This Sacred Stone.
Sacred Stone. All right, please take your oath.
All right, I'll stand. I, Dorothea Delmedu, standing before my mentors and peers, commit myself to venerate the traditions, reputation, and integrity of the Kingdom of Atlantia Royal Foresters Guild. I thereby swear to respect the laws of the forest and regard the laws of Atlantia as long as they are just. I swear to protect the green space, to practice ethical camping, to take no more than what is needed from the forest or field, to support and teach others to do the same. I will, to the best of my ability, hone my forester crafts and skills and help my fellow foresters when I see them in need. I accept this forester's oath freely and upon my honor.
Welcome to the Guild, Dorothea.
Thank you.
And lastly, we have William Johnson. William, where do you hail from?
Palo Alto.
All right, please take your oath.
I, William Johnson, standing before my mentors and peers, commit myself to venerate the traditions, reputation, and integrity of the Kingdom of Atlantia Royal Forestry Guild. I thereby swear to respect the laws of the forest and to regard the laws of Atlantia as long as they are just. I swear to protect the green space, to practice ethical camping, to take no more than what is needed from the forest or field, to support and teach others to do the same. I will, to the best of my ability, hone my forester crafts and skills and help my fellow foresters when I see them in need. I accept this forester's oath freely and upon my honor.
Welcome to the Guild, Novice William. Congratulations to all of you. May you all teach and learn well. Our next order of business is officer reports. Officers, what do you have to report, and what events do you plan to be present at over the next several months so that members can find you in case they need you for skills demos? So I'll start with Isabel.
So I recently published the summer newsletter that's available on our Guild webpage, as well as a link I posted in the various Facebook groups. In that, I put a copy of the quarantine challenge, which I am happy to report we have several people that have already submitted items for tracking. We have 2 people that are already eligible for the participation badge, which means that they've done 3 different activities so far. And there's a total of, let's see, we have 5 people that I know of active. Some folks have just mentioned things on the Facebook group, so that number is a little bit higher. So I'm very pleased to see activity there. I'm accepting submissions for the fall newsletter. I did put out some new guidelines for the next round since I've had some computer changes there. And we have had some new applications as well. And I'm very happy to see new applicants and new oath members. Welcome.
That's great.
And I will be at Armistice. And after that, I believe my next event is War of the Wings and then Holiday Fair in Steerbach.
All right, great, thank you. Warden of the North, Morgan, do you have anything to report?
It's pretty quiet here. I am, as of right now, about 80% for War of the Wings. So I just got to make sure the weather doesn't go all crazy. So.
Okay. All right. Preceptor Elias, excuse me. What would you like to report?
So the Summer University of Atlantia was, oh goodness, a weekend ago, 2 weekends ago, June 12th, recently. We did have some folks who are associated with the Guild or members of the Guild teach at university. Not a ton of specifically forestry related classes, but considering that this university was also the Known World Sciences Symposium, I'm not terribly surprised that more folks sort of gravitated in that direction. But since we are an Arts and Sciences Guild, I did want to recognize folks who are affiliated with the Guild who did teach. So applicant Beatrice Sherwood taught 2 classes on heraldry, so 2 different sort of introductory classes on heraldry. Novice Kalara of Lockmere taught a class on period poisons. So some of those were botanical, so perhaps related. Forester and High Chronicler Isabella of Carnowith taught scientific works by women in medieval abbeys, and I, not unusually, taught folks how to set things on fire in a period fashion. I should be attending Steerbach's baronial birthday in August, and then I will keep folks up to date with any future events beyond that I'm able to make it to.
Okay, great. And Sheriff Conrad.
Well, first, I'd like to say welcome to the our new novices. Especially nice to see 3 from down here in the southern half of the kingdom. Of late, I'm still working out some of the, I guess, pomp and ceremony involved with how we're going to kind of go forward. I still owe some answers and rough drafts on how our meetings and our ceremonies will start to look going forward as we somewhat formalize the way we do our meetings. I've also been involved with several others on a minor revision to the guild charter. Our charter had some grammatical and clarity errors that we're working to remove. Nothing significant that changes the meaning of the charter, but we have removed references to sister and brother as a form of address in keeping with the SCA's move towards a more inclusive mentality. In the future, foresters will be addressed by their rank and name, or forester if they don't have a rank. Other than that, we are looking to clarify, and this one I believe will need to go before a vote of the members, clarify that for the high orders that we're restricting to one high order. Meaning if you want to become a ranger or a regarder or a woodward, you'll have to make that decision on which one you want. You can participate with all of them, but membership will be limited to one, and trying to avoid folks trying to collect badges like merit badges. This is not the goal of the guild, as well as having folks in those houses that is the true direction that they feel they want to go in their forester persona. Of course, the houses of merit are not a requirement for membership in any way, but a way to take your persona to a next level. So we want to encourage people to join, but think very carefully about which one you join, because it will be expected that you are going to put a lot of effort into it. It's not something that should be taken into lightly. As for events, I still haven't seen much on the calendar coming up down here in the southern side of the kingdom. I will be missing War of the Wings due to mundane issues. But as events start to open up in the Carolinas, I'll be putting it out to which events I'll be able to make it to.
All right, great. Thank you. You will be missed at War of the Wings. All right. Well, I have been in contact with a group of folks in the barony of Highland Ford. That is in the northern part of Atlantia, west of the DC area. They're organizing a skills group, and they are very keen. They're really doing a lot of stuff up there, and they're shortly going to be submitting their letter temporary to become our third Atlantean forest. So that's exciting. We have a lot of activity going on in that area. And I plan to be at Armistice, Battle on the Bay, the Wild Hunt, War of the Wings, and Holiday Fair, I hope. So if you see me at any of these, I'm here to help. Other than that, I just want to thank all of my officers who've done an amazing job this last, it's been a year now for some of us, year to a few months, with the newsletter. It's been great. And thank you, Preceptor Elias, for just taking off running with your new role. And everybody's been doing a really good job. Does anybody else have anything they'd like to address?
Because it's never too early for me to start talking about university. The next one is intended to be in person. They have not selected a location yet, but once they have selected a location, I will be bothering people.
Awesome.
To teach classes.
Bother away. I took a break and I'm ready to go for the next one. All right. I would like to remind everyone that we are still in need of a Warden of the South. So folks of forester rank living south of Virginia are eligible. You can contact me if you're interested. Is there any other business?
Is there any further information on the known world ag? If that is still happening?
It is not still happening. It has unfortunately been postponed until next year.
Okay, I guess I missed that.
Yeah,
thing, so.
and it's just under Gardens of Time this year. It won't be a known world event. So when it comes up again, it'll be as Gardens of Time, but still with the agriculture and forestry emphasis.
Oh, which reminds me, I bet Lorelei has something to say to us.
I do. Hello. I believe the Gardens of Time event is May 30th, Memorial Day. That's what it's slated for anyway. So yes, ag and forestry. So a few years ago, when a number of us who were very interested in agriculture and forestry, both medieval agriculture primarily, got together and started doing more ag things officially, we were asked to select someone to represent the ag group within the ANS community. So well, Gisela, those of you who know her, von Kreitzbach, I'm probably saying her name wrong. But anyway, she was asked to serve as ANS deputy for agriculture. She did it for a year and bounced it over to me for a year when real life things got busy, and then I bounced it back to her, and her term was done. So I am currently took the position. So I approached our ANS minister, kingdom minister, and I said, you know, the position needs to be broadened to include forestry, and not like I'm trying to grab more cookies or anything, but I think that forestry needed the representation that the position allows. So they changed the title to Agricultural and Forestry ANS Deputy for the Kingdom of Atlantia. So what that means is I get to turn in the quarterly reports, pretty much, that to let the ANS community know what's happening in agriculture and forestry. And the reason that's important is because it gets on the radar, everybody's radar for ANS, and it tells them, hey, this is something that's legitimate. And why we weren't doing this 20 years ago, I don't know, because everything medieval is pretty much revolves around forestry and agriculture.
Right.
But here we are, and we're trying to make it happen now. So let me know how I can help. Elias, I am happy to work with you in, nagging people about getting to the to the universities. And I suggest doing a track, because that kind of focuses people into the ag and forestry. And so when you set something up, maybe ag/forestry track, or we can do an ag or forestry track. But depending on how many classes we have, how many teachers and whatnot, we can decide that later. But it means I will help promote. We can sponsor competitions. We can do all kinds of things and have a voice in the ANS community where we didn't have one. We had a smaller one before. So, and if anybody has harebrained ideas, wonderful ideas, crazy ideas I think will never fly, please come talk to me, because I am the cheerleader. Let me tell you what. I will help you make your crazy ideas reality, and that's a promise. So please let me know if there's anything I can do, and if there are things happening, shoot me an email or tag me on Facebook or something, and I will make sure that your efforts and the forestry activities get included in the quarterly reports to the Kingdom ANS deputy.
That's great. That's great. I'm very excited about that, about
Yeah,
your new position, and it seems like you're the right person for it. Very enthusiastic. You know what you're doing, so that's great. All right. Well, if all business is concluded, I hereby close the court of the Royal Forest of the Kingdom of Atlantia. Go forth, you novices and foresters alike, and enjoy the summer sun.
Thank you all. Happy solstice.
Thank you. Happy solstice, Beth.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone.
Happy solstice.